Okay, guys, let's start with shoulder rolls. Roll those shoulders back. Oh boy, that feels good. The stretch class really got the tops of my arms during that core part. Not that shoulders are core, but they were affected. Okay, let's go side to side. Swing side to side. Get your legs into it so you're bending, little lateral step. Okay. All right, now we did this a few weeks ago. So when I swing, I'm gonna swing back, okay? So swing to the side and then put that leg back and swing back, okay? Little brain tease. Okay, let's go to the other side. All right, here we go. So we're gonna step side and back. Let's go one more. Okay, let's bring the knees up. Give some heel kicks. You want to feel this in your hamstrings when you do that. Pay particular attention to that. Feel the back of your knees just for getting that circulation going. Get blood flow. Okay, back to the high knees. And now what we're going to do is we're going to extend the leg out so it's like a kick. Okay, so kick. Okay, now we're going to do that scissor, kind of a scissor split. So what it is kick and split, okay? Kick, no, wait a minute. How did I do that? Oh, yeah, so it's funny. I had to do it in front so I could see myself do it versus on the side. I got a little confused on the side. There we go, okay. Sorry about that. Little brain cell lapse. Okay, scissor those arms. You can get them up over the head, great. If you just want to keep them here, that's fine too. Okay, let's go to the other side. I did not count, but that's all right. This is just a warm up. 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. I bet I have to do about 5 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, grab something to hold on to. You can use a ball. I actually have a medicine ball now. Let's use the ball that's light. We're gonna go over the head and then bring it down. So we're gonna bring air squats into the picture. 2, 3. My toes are pointing right towards the screen. If you're feeling your knees a little bit, don't go down so deep. Or turn your toes out. Okay? Now, just bring your knees up, okay? Okay, a couple things that we're gonna do with the ball. We do those diagonal patterns with the ball. We're gonna do what I call layups. Okay? And now, back to this one, but it's the diagonal pattern, okay? So it's that right knee over the left shoulder. If you're really paying attention, I am doing my left knee over my right shoulder. It doesn't matter, we're gonna go the other side. Go ahead and switch it around. Two more. Okay, here are the layups. So, stay on the same side, don't alternate yet, okay? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, other side. 4, 5, you can take it slower if you want. Don't go any faster than this though. One more. Okay, back to this one. Okay, the ball goes between the knees. If you want to go deeper, Caitlin, go deeper, and then bring it out, okay? My arms are straight, okay? There's possibly two Caitlins. Caitlin, Sean's Caitlin. You can go deeper. If these are bothering your knees, just go ahead and stop and stretch them out. Like for Betsy, do sit and stands. Okay, back to the layup, but we're gonna alternate, okay? Ready? 1, 2, we're going for 10. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and there's my 10. All right, kick, give yourself some heel kicks. You can put a little bit of tension on it if you drag that foot a little bit. I'm dragging my foot onto the floor. Okay, now let's just open up those hips. A little intermission. Open them up. So I'm bringing them forward and around. Okay, now diagonal pattern. Get those feet wider. And now let's go as deep as we can. Let's come down. I'm going to try to get right below the knee and then swing it around. My arms are very straight. Eight, 2 more. Okay, now, other side, I'm gonna do a profile, a side view of it. Come down, do you see how deep I'm going? I'm going a little below the 90, if you can. My feet are wide enough, so I'm allowed to do that, but I gotta really push my hips back, and they're well beyond, or well behind those ankles, or those heels. Okay? Okay, now it's that layup, but we're gonna add to it. So the layup is this, and then it's a step back. Up and step back, okay? So up and back, up, back. Foot back, and the ball goes forward. If it's too much, just do this, okay? Whoop. Easier if I see myself do it. Oh. Okay, I'm gonna switch. I'm gonna face this way. Up over as if we're shooting a basket, and we're passing. Pass, shoot, or pass. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now, if I were in the studio, I'd be laughing at some of you because I know that you probably stumbled over that pattern just as I did, so I'd be laughing at myself. Okay, so last one of these down here, deep, and up over the head. If you don't have anything you're holding on to, I want you to touch your fingers to the floor. No different. Whenever I put a ball in my hands, I think of sports. So it's no different than fielding a ball, a little grounder. Third base, you got to get your butt out and get that glove down. No different than what we're doing right now. Okay, let's go 2 more. 1 and 2. Okay, let's take the ball. We are plenty warm. We're going to go around the world 3 times. The ball is up here. If that bothers your shoulder, you can start it here and come over. I'm going to start it up high, over, and then drag it around, okay? You'll probably do this every time, so you know what to do. Meet me at the top after this one. Go the other way. 2. 1 more, please. All right, ball goes down. If you're not ready for the weights, then go ahead and just use your hands. We're gonna do some Ys and T's. This is the T, and this is the Y, okay? When we do the T, we're gonna bring our feet up. We're gonna alternate. Just keep it simple. Six, 7, 8, 9. There's our 10. Okay. Now, I haven't forgotten, we've only done one of these. So now we're going to hold it up and just rotate, okay? It seems silly movement pattern, but it's just offering some balance on the leg you're standing on and good stability for the hip. Okay? All right, we're going to go to the other side. Rotate. Any clicks, just lower the hip. We're going to do the diagonal pattern after this. Let's go 4 more. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Step wide, arms come down. This one can raise at the same time or just leave it. Okay, so it's going to look like this or this. 5 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, other side. You should still have your face towards the screen. Don't be looking to the corner of the room just because we're here. All right, very good. Okay, now we're gonna hold, actually what we'll do, we won't be on that one leg. We're gonna put 1 foot forward, 1 foot back, and we're gonna do the Ys, okay? We're gonna do a total of 20. So whether you have weights in your hand, if you do, make it light, okay? Otherwise, just use your hands. Here we go. All the way up. Grip the dumbbell, but really grip it with the fingers and where we get our calluses. Maybe that's why I have calluses, these dumbbells. 4, 5. Equally distribute that weight, front and back leg. 2 more, and then we switch sides. Okay, other way. Left foot forward, right foot back. Equally distribute that weight. Don't be sitting heavy on that back leg with it locked, okay? Slight bend in the knees, just as if you guys were gonna walk the tightrope, okay? Here we go. More Ys. If the Ys bothered you, go to the front, okay? Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and there's our 10. Okay, nice. All right, so we're not done with working the legs, but I want to incorporate some push-ups. I've promised, well, promise is a strong word, isn't it? I've said that we were going to do push-ups at some point. It was 2 weeks ago, it was last week, it was probably yesterday, and we still haven't done them just because I don't really like them, but I know they're good for us. So we're going to do the modified one. So what we're going to go do is we're going to go into an inchworm, we're going to do a push-up, and then we're going to walk ourselves back, and then we have 10 air squats, okay? So if you want to hold on to weights, you can hold on to the weights the whole time, and that's what I'll attempt to do. So I'm going to tip my screen so you see me. Okay, so you all know what an inchworm is. We did them yesterday. I'm going to use my weights as I walk out because I want them when I do my air squats, okay? Now I'm going to go down onto my knees. Now if I want to make it easy, I pull my knees under my hips and I go into the push-up. Okay, my nose touches the mat because this is a very modified one. Here. Now you all know what to do, so just go. I'm just demonstrating for those who haven't done it with me. That's the modified or the standard military, and then we walk our hands back. And now I'm going to go into my 10 squats. Some of you are ahead of me, and that's fine. Just do what you can in this 90-second or so segment. Let's do this 3 rounds, okay? Okay, I'm going back into it. I'm gonna walk out. I wanna get a stretch in my hamstrings. So I'm gonna keep my heels down as long as I can. Some of you who pop those heels up, okay? Go into your push-up. Just one, good one. Let that nose touch the mat. Pop yourself up, walk, hands, 2 feet, and go into some squats. Put those weights in front of you. Get the butt out. You can do sit and stands off the chair if you need. Now, Lynn, if she's there, I know you don't like these because we're up and down off the floor. And I know even Gordon says, oh, there's not much up and down off the floor. But too bad. Today, I think it's just a good one to practice. And push up. This is my last one. And I'm going to walk back for my 3rd set of squats. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I got 2 more and we're gonna go into those scissors. Okay, now let me tip this so you can see me a little bit better. So hold on to my dumbbells. Here we go. So it's here and back. Okay, my right knee comes towards the screen and then it goes back. I let my heel make contact back there. 6, 7, 8, 9 is fine. 10's the win. Other side. Bump, bump, here and back. 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9. 1 more. And here's our 10. Nice. Okay. Now, let's go. We've done this. Now we're gonna lift. Okay? I'm gonna leave my shoulders alone. You can see that I'm looking, if I look down, I can see the inside of my foot. And the other side. It comes out in front. I'll do a side view and then come up. This is Sean's favorite. It's her favorite because she doesn't like it. And she thinks of her sister, I think. It's your sister. Sartorius is the muscle we're working. Longest muscle. And let's go 2 more. 1 and 2. Nice. Okay. We have 4 legs. Okay. So let's go into the deeper squat for 5. Then we come up and we're going to do some bumps. So our dumbbells are in front. We come down. I'm going to go a little deeper. So deep to me is a 90-degree, and I come up. I'm going to go for 5, 2. Keep those heels down if you can. Okay, now on this 5th one, I'm going to come up. Now come on down. Come down here with me. And what bumps are, if I do a profile, if I get closer, I bump. So I go down, absorb the shock in my glutes, okay? And in my quads. We got 4 more. 3, 2, 1. Okay, the other way to do that is to get up against the wall. All my wall space is taken on this side. That's why I thought we'd do the bump, okay? So, let's do it again. Get a little tiny bit of recovery. I miss those green balls because we put the green balls between our knees for more stability in the knees. But if you need help, what you can do is hold on to the back of that chair, hold on to the side to do this, okay, to do that pulse. Okay, here we go. 5 deep ones first. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, come back up. Here we go. 10 pulses. Get those hips back and drop. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Nice. All right, polish that off. You're gonna take the dumbbells, put them down by the floor, and we're gonna do some side steps in a very, very low ceiling, okay? I'm going to use my rack, and I gotta stay below that, and I gotta step to the side. 3, I'm gonna go 4 steps. 1, 2, you see what happened? I naturally go up, path of least resistance. So you do the same, stay as low as me as you walk side to side. Oh my, somebody lowered my screen. I think that's what happened. If I step wider, it makes it easier to stay low. I think I'm done with this one, guys. Woo! Burns on the top, burns on the top. Okay, last one up here, and we'll make our way down to the floor. We're gonna go into what I call that plie squat and bring those knees out. You get a stretch in those inner thigh and then drop that shoulder, drop the shoulder. We're gonna let our heart rate come down a little bit before we get down onto the floor. Okay, we're just rotating. I'm getting a nice stretch in that thoracic area, mid-back, I guess is another way to put it. And now just stretch those inner thighs out. Okay, come on up. What we're gonna do is we're gonna bring our arms up over the head, interlock your fingers, get a nice side bend. Back to the center, other side. Okay, bring those arms down. And bring the knee up. Bring the knee up. Let's go one more on each side. Okay, we're gonna make our way down to the floor. I just need to get a lower thing. You guys are on my dog kennel. See, you guys are always on the dog kennel. And that's what dog kennels are for. There's multi-purpose. And now anyway, okay, there's my mat, and here we go. All right, make your way down there. We're gonna make our way down. Okay, if you're already down on the floor, that's fine. But what we're going to do is we're gonna do those old-fashioned sit-ups. Just a few of them. I fooled y'all into about 10 of them last time. So you're going to take your, where'd that ball go? Get the ball. Okay, something light, maybe a little heavy, that's fine. I still have a bend in my knees. I'm gonna take a deep breath in. I'm gonna lift the ball first, head, shoulders, and then I come up all the way to the top. I stay out of my low back. I don't sit here, okay? It's a lot of load into the discs. And now slowly curl it down towards the floor. Bring that back up, okay, up, head, shoulders. It's so easy to go knees and toes, but it has nothing to do with this exercise. Okay, ball is over the head. Go. Slowly down. Okay, let's go 2 more because I said we're not going to do 10. If you're not holding the ball, that's fine. Use your hand or you can use one of the dumbbells. Okay, I think I said 2 more, so I think we have 1 more left. Okay, stay up, okay? Now we're gonna do a Russian twist here on the floor. And there's nothing wrong with using your hands, but the ball is something to hold on to. The other would be the dumbbell. I'm gonna use both, okay? So I bring the ball down. I actually like to dribble it and drop it. Okay, so we're rotating. You're rotating from your ribs. I'm rotating my ribs around, but my spine is trying to stay nice and stable because I have my tummy muscles activated, okay? Okay, all right. That's enough of those. Okay, the ball is going to go away, most likely for good. All right, let's go down onto the floor. I just want to use my phone just to know what time we have. Keep me on track. Okay. We're down a few minutes early. I guess that means we get more time for abs. Okay, the dumbbells are on each side. Let's go into a pelvic tilt and then open up, pelvic tilt, open up, and pelvic tilt. Okay, now you're gonna drop your heel, keeping the small of your back down. When I put my head down and my back pops up, I have to push it down, or I lift my head up, and that's going to keep it down as well, okay? You're just doing little baby marching. Okay, I'm gonna put my head back down because I can keep it on the mat. Hopefully you can by now, after all these workouts. Okay, now, tabletop and crunch. We are building endurance in those abdominals. I'm gonna make sure I look at the time so I can tell you approximately how long we are gonna work those tummy muscles in a row. 10 more, 9, 8, 7, 6, okay, arms come out to the side, and we're gonna rotate our legs here, hands back up here, and come straight up. 2, we're gonna go for 10 on each side. 3 to go. I'm gonna put my hand right where I wanna feel it, and the other side. Roll them to the side, open those arms up. Feels so good. You could possibly just stay like this, but don't. Promise me you're gonna keep going with me, and your head is still going towards the wall. Your eyes can look at the ceiling. Sometimes I think if I look at the ceiling too much, I strain my neck. I feel like I'm working my neck muscles. So if you just look towards the wall, cradling your head, there's a tiny little mini session yoga going on for these muscles right here. Okay, let's keep going, guys. We're still working those abs. Now, instead of these, we're gonna take them into the air, okay? We're working our abdomen. We don't need to do anything in our upper body. We're giving our upper body a little break. Arms are out, but they are hovering, okay? Push those feet, flex them. The heel goes towards the wall. It can be up here if you're finding trouble keeping that back flat. Now, arms over the head, hover. Keep pushing the tummy, or not pushing, pushing the small of your back into the floor, drive it in, and push those feet towards the wall. Palms are up. All right, now you're not gonna like this one, I promise you. We won't do very many of them though, okay? So I'm out and I'm in the shape of a starfish. Patrick Star. Okay, so Pattie Star. Here, I'm gonna lift my leg up and I'm gonna lift my hand and we're gonna touch. You can't see that, so get going, some of you. You know where I was going with this. Lift, same side though, okay? 2, 3. If you don't like your head coming up, keep it down and just let your arm come up. Okay, but let the shoulder come up, but rotate your head to the side like I have it, or go all the way up with the head too. Finish that. Finish that range of motion right here. I'm gonna go to the other side because I did forget to count that side. 2. I'm gonna go for 10. 3. I've got 3 to go. And that is nice. That is 4 minutes. So we've got an exacto of 1 minute of your, I just need to find my timer. We're going to do 1 minute of bicycle elbow to knee. More obliques. We're focusing more on obliques today than usual, which is fine. Elbow to knee, guys. Let's keep it going. We've got 45 seconds. Halfway. "20 seconds, please. Pretty please." Then 3, 2, and 1. All right. Oh, that felt great. Your own twisted way, huh? All right, so you're gonna get your hands, dumbbells in hand. We're gonna start with some chest flies. But there is no resting of your abdominals or your low back. So we'll start with a bridge. So put those dumbbells in hand, like I said, hips up. Put your feet a little closer than you normally would. So they are right underneath your knees, but your knees are within your hips, okay? So it's not hip width, it's a little narrower, and come out for the fly. I do like this position for chest because it angles a little bit lower and it takes it out of the shoulders. Hold those knees a little closer together so you feel like you're working your inner thigh. So we're multitasking here. What's the word? Multi-jointed exercises, complex, whatever you want to call it. It's upper body and lower body all at the same time. I'm going to go for 5 more. Okay, bring it down, roll your knees into your chest. I'm just going to reach for a little heavier weight. You can do the same. Grab a little heavier. Okay, now let's go back into focusing in on chest and abs now. Let your low back stay down, hips down. So I'm at that tabletop position. What I'm going to do is I'm going to extend my left leg, okay? Okay. So if I'm going to extend my left leg, that means I'm going to work my right side, okay? So now I have to think about pinning the small of my back down and working my right side and left side oblique. So right pec, right chest, and left side your obliques. Okay, a little shoulder stability on that left hand, holding it up. Okay, let's go the other side. So I'm going to extend my right leg and let my left arm do the action. But my right arm is being useful and it is stabilizing my shoulders or my shoulder. Okay, I can rotate it and it's even more. So if I rotate and then I'm using my triceps to stabilize too. Okay. Oh, whoops. Lazy leg over there. Sorry about that. But I'm left leg tabletop, right leg extended as I'm doing a single chest fly. Okay, come on down. After doing the 5 minutes straight of abs, I do hope you did feel that because now they're somewhat exhausted and you should be able to feel that one side of your tummy muscle. Okay, all right, let's go back into the bridges. But now with the bridge, let's use the dumbbells for triceps, okay? So now my hips are up. I'm gonna bring my feet closer than I normally do. They're within my hips. And I'm going to work triceps now, okay? Squeeze those glutes and extend those elbows. If you want to work the back of your arms, you've got to straighten out those elbows.
going for me. Up to 20 of them. If you've hit 20, you probably need to go heavier, in which you may not have the heavier weight. In which we could get really complicated and add the band underneath your back, and you could put the band and hold onto the band and do the resistance that way. But it's a little bit cumbersome. Okay, let's go back to that single chest. We're gonna do one more set and then we'll polish it off with both at the same time. All right, so as you saw, my right leg got a little lazy, or my left leg did, so I need to keep that at tabletop, okay? And my left leg is extended. I'm going to rotate this hand so you see the dumbbells, or my palms are facing away from me, okay? I have this where my knuckles, so I'm palms in, okay? And I rotate, okay. If we did the other way, you might fall over. Well, hello, Pico. Are you going to come in? Come on. She can't hear a darn thing. She turned 12 a couple days ago. But, oh, yep, here she comes. Oh, no. She can't. The door closed officially. Oh, too bad, Pico. All right, other side, guys. Switch. A lot going on here. Clearly this side is weaker because this knee wants to come in so desperately. It's arguing with me right now. Oh. Okay, keep going, guys. Is the small of your back down? I hope it is. Mine's struggling. And there it is. Bring it down. I feel bad that Pico can't join us, so I gotta go get her. Yep. Welcome. Yep, that's the dog food, but you don't get it. You gotta go that way. All right, guys, let's go back to those triceps. See, she didn't listen because she can't hear me, but she'll eventually make her way over there. 2. Okay, so my bridges, my hips are up, my elbows, and extend those arms. Going for 20. I'm at 10. Keep those glutes squeezed, okay? Make something of this exercise more than just like your triceps, but use your glutes. Bridges are so boring that I have to put them in with an exercise. Otherwise, my attention span doesn't last very long doing bridges. All right, those are triceps, guys. Okay, back to the tabletop. Let's leave our legs alone and let's just focus solely on those chest muscles. Palms are facing each other. And we're gonna go as wide as we can, soft bend in the elbows, pin the small of your back down at this point, and then come up, okay? I'm gonna shoot for 15, 2, 3, 4. I got 3 more to go. 1, 2, and last one. It makes 15 for me. You can keep going. When you finish, bring those hips up. Bring your hands up, free of the dumbbells, and just scissor your arms. Get that range of motion back. As we are working that low back and those glutes. Okay, hands go out. They're gonna hover, okay? So they're gonna hover. We're not gonna use our hands to bring that leg up, okay? So they are out of the way, they are out of the picture, and my leg is straight up and my hip is trying to stay level. This is a modified version, so I've just lowered it. It's a little bit easier, but if you can press all the way up, that's the quad strength and that glute and low back. Okay, and I'm gonna hover, no hands. Look, Mom, no hands. And now keep those hips up and we're going to switch, okay? Here we go. Get that foot underneath that knee. Flex that foot up top. Sorry, you can't see mine, but my foot is flexed. And my hands are not touching. You can bring them up forward, but that makes it a little bit easier. So we're just changing the center of gravity. Get that hip up. This is my lazy side. All over the place. Woo. Okay, keep the hips up. Keep hovering with those hands. And switch sides. Drive that hip up. Hamstring, glute, low back. And the other side. Press that hip towards the ceiling. Drive it up there. Flexed foot. Leg straight. And come on down. Roll your knees into your chest. Roll your knees in. Bring your head up. Tuck it in and get a nice stretch in the spine. Okay, little window wiper action here with your legs side to side. All right, so we have obviously more to do today. And we're gonna do a little bit more triceps, but we're gonna do it on our hands and knees. Before we get there, we're gonna do some clams. And these are those side lying. Now, I go around sometimes in the class and I change the position of the hip. So if I'm all the way into the front and I lift up, that's definitely my glutes, okay? But I'm feeling a little bit in my back. So what I do is I try to move it back and then go here. So it's just the glutes, okay? But feel free to move it however way angle you like and start going up. Okay, now, by now you all have gotten at least 10 or 12, okay? So now reach for the dumbbell and go up, okay? Sean, Caitlin, and Rudolph, Mary and Ann Rudolph are here today. They both have daughters, Claire, Elizabeth. Now, my question at the end of the class is, are they the same age? And were you guys like roommates or something when you had the babies and decided, hey, this is so much fun. We were born on the same day, these little baby girls. Let's name them the same. Probably not. Okay, well, what was I going to say? All of you that I named, you could be up here, okay? So take a rest on those hips and get up on that elbow for the side plank. For those of you who are not side planking with us, I want you to just stay down and burn out that side, okay? But for the rest of you, here we go. Go 10 more. 3, 4, 5, there's 6. Let's go 4 more. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, other side. So that had to be at least 30 or 40. That's why I like to do them standing up intermittently, because that's about how many you need to do if you want to gain some benefits of those clams in strengthening those glutes. Strengthening the glutes helps with the low back and everything else. We're all attached, right? Okay, so side plank and rotate. When I had Hannah 16 years ago, I was in the hospital room at Stanford, and the woman that also had a baby, she was snore. And so I call on the intercom to the nurse, and I said, can you roll her to her side? Because she's snoring. And right about that time, because the intercom was on, the woman just laid out some ginormous loud snore. And the nurse started to laugh. She came in, rolled her to her side. I'm gonna lay down and I'm gonna keep going. My shoulders feel this. But anyway, that's the only thing I remember. We're supposed to forget everything in childbirth, so we have more kids. I think that's what happens. That's where we lose our memory. Oh my God. My shoulders are done. My hips are stronger than my shoulders, but I think because we did more on the shoulders yesterday. Okay, let's go on to the hands and knees. And I promise I'll count on these. I'm not going to tell the story. Okay, so get my hair back. We're going on our hands and knees, and we're going to do those kickbacks. And for those of you who do not like to be on your hands and knees, go ahead and stand up and hold on to the chair and do it this way, okay? But for those of you who can tolerate the pressure on your kneecaps, here we go. Get the elbow up and extend, okay? We're going for 15. I've got 6 to go. And the other side. Turn around. 15. I've got 5 to go. And there we have it. Okay. We're going to do a little child's pose stretching. My arms are going to go in front, and I have them about shoulders width. I'm not here, okay? You'll see why. Head down. Relax your head. Let it go down towards your knees. This should feel like a nice stretch in the low back and a little bit of the shoulders. So let's incorporate and activate a little bit more of a stretch in the upper body by turning to the side. So my hands are over here together, and I slide back and try to make contact with my butt to my foot. B-U-T-T to the F-E-E-T. Tuck your head down. Don't look at your hands. Look at the floor. Okay, let's come back up and go the other side. All right, and come back up. So we're gonna round up that back and sink. If you are up onto the floor doing this on this chair, you can still do this. You just bend forward and move that spine, go upward, open up those ribs. You're opening up your ribs, and then you're sinking down, belly down towards the floor. And if you are standing up at this point, you're gonna feel a really nice stretch in those hamstrings, okay? So let's join everyone who is on the floor standing. Let's get up onto the floor, but do it in a way where you're gonna curl your toes under, pop your hips up, drive those heels down towards the floor. Feel that really nice stretch into the hamstring, into the calves. Okay, you're gonna walk your hands slowly, okay, slowly to your feet, and put all of that weight into the back of those legs and get a good, nice deep stretch, okay? And now I'm gonna round up, and I'm gonna roll my shoulders. I'm gonna bring my chair, okay? And I've got my chair, and I'm going to round my shoulders up, okay? And let's see here. There we go, okay? So I'm going to stretch out like this. So now I'm not loading the low back, but I am stretching just my hamstrings now, okay? Okay, I'm gonna turn it to the side now. I'm gonna put my foot up here, and I'm gonna stretch my hips out.
And I know I just made this somewhat complicated, but I want you all to see that this is something you could do on the floor, but you could also do it on the chair if you don't want to be down on the floor that long, okay? Okay, switch sides. I really feel the stretch here in my hip flexors. Feels really good. Okay, now that piriformis stretch, we do this in spin class where we hold on to the bike and we put that, it's called a figure 4 stretch up here, and we try to sit down. This is a nice way to get that stretch. You can obviously do it on the chair as well, that leg on top, and I've just switched. Okay, guys, have a seat, and we're going to stretch the shoulders, roll them back, bring the one in front, and give it a good stretch, give it a good hug. Okay, other side. Okay, so now I'm going to put my hands under my chair. I'm going to drop my ear to my shoulder. And I'm sure by now you guys have these down. Other side. You can do these. I wouldn't do these all day, but maybe one more time in a day. You can really overstretch the neck, so don't hang too long on the stretch. Long enough to feel like you get a deep breath in, exhale, and then come back up, okay? It's a really fragile area for a lot of us. And it's just really, the nerves are superficial, so you can just overstretch so easily. Okay, now turn to the side, turn and look over your shoulder, like back in the olden days, your kids are gonna say, how you used to see if the lane was clear. But now we got that little indicator light. Go one more time. But it's really good to keep that range of motion side to side, okay? For the old no, you can't versus yes, huh? All right, thanks so much for joining today. Happy Friday. Have an absolutely fabulous weekend. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers.